Good day, everyone. My name is Dayan Mar Kalapan, your reporter for today. So, our topic for today is all about international law of the sea. Territorial sea, breadth of the territorial sea. Sovereignty in the TS. The sovereignty of coastal state extends beyond its land territory and internal waters to an undetected belt of sea, described as the territorial baselines and measurement of the territorial sea. Baseline, the line along the coast from which the territorial sea and the other maritime zone are measured. Two types of baseline, the normal and the strict. Normal baseline, low water line along the coast. Low water line, the line along the coast at the time of low tide. Straight baselines. Straight baselines in localities where the coastline is deeply indented and cut in two. Or if there is a French or island along the coast, it is immediate vicinity. The method of straight baseline joining the appropriate points may be employed. Straight baselines shall not be drawn to and from low tide evaluation. Anglo-Norwegian Fisheries Case. Norwegian Decree of 1935. Norway's territorial sea was not measured from the low water line along the coast, but from straight baseline linking the outermost points of the extremities of the island and headlands of the coast. The southern portion of the lines embraced clusters of islands. The northern portion covered a heavily indented coast. The ICG upheld the Norwegian delimitation. Internal waters. Waters of the landward side of the baseline of the territorial sea form part of the internal waters of the state. Low tide evolutions. A low tide evolution is a naturally formed area of land which is surrounded by and above water at low tide but submerged at high tide. If a low tide evolution is situated wholly or partly at a distance not exceeding the breadth of the territorial sea from the mainland or an island, the low water line on that evolution may be used as the baseline for measuring the territorial sea. Where a low tide evolution is wholly situated at a distance exceeding the breadth of the territorial sea, it has no territorial sea of its own. It means that there can be no leapfrog delimitation, where the coasts of two states are opposite or adjacent to each other. Neither of the two states is entitled, feeling agreement between them to the contrary, to extend its territorial sea beyond the median line, every point of which is equidistant from the nearest point from which of the breadth of the territorial seas of the two states is measured. Coastal States Enforcement Jurisdiction. Warships and government ships operated for non-commercial purposes enjoy immunity from local jurisdiction. In the, in the case of an ordinary foreign ship, both the coastal states and the flag states have sufficient grounds to exercise jurisdiction. Coastal states. On the basis of the territorial principle, flag states national principle, two competing grounds for jurisdiction. Thus, the UNCLOS 1982 makes a comparison in our criminal jurisdiction. The criminal jurisdiction of the coastal state should not be exercised on board a foreign ship passing through the territorial sea to arrest any person or to conduct any investigation in connection with any crime committed on board the ship during its passage, save only in the following case.